For better living, are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thinking of life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing some large box braids. So first things first, you want to make a horizontal line across the base of the hair. For the vertical line, just make sure it's about 1 inch on the side, and of course you want to get that horizontal line across her hair from the left to the right hand side on the lower side of her hair. After doing that, we're going to be sectioning the hair in a slanted line. Okay, this tutorial is gonna be hella difficult to talk through because I gotta have my terminologies right. Anyways, that slanted line is gonna create that triangular shape. And then just take your bobby pins and secure it out of the way. Now for this tutorial, I'm going to be using my jam a lot, and it's going to really help me make sure that this hairstyle is super nice and neat. So just slap a little bit on there all over the section you're about to braid. This is really going to help you out a lot if you're not good with grip. It's going to make the braids look neat. It's just going to clean up the aesthetic of the hair as best as it can, while also utilizing your grip technique to make the hair look that much neater. So of course I've already sectioned off her hair into 3 braids to match the 3 strands of hair that I have attached onto her hair. Mind you, the hair I'll be using today is the EZ Braids. I'll go ahead and put a link to that hair in the description so you guys can purchase it. It's the longest length and it's also in the color 1B. So when it comes to gripping hair, it's not about how tight you can hold the hair. It's about how you're able to grab the hair and keep that consistent hold all throughout the braids. So as I install the braiding hair, watch how I'm not pulling her hair. I'm just making sure I have control over the hair that I do have at the base. So just using your hand to gently gather the hair and tucking her natural hair behind the braiding hair, because her hair has a kind of like a reddish tint to it, and I didn't really want that to show to mess up the overall look of the braids. So I always use my hands to kind of push her natural hair behind the braiding hair to give it that, one consistent color of the braiding hair. So for the next layer, I'm going to be working temple to temple, this time above the ear, and just parting the hair from left to the right hand side, temple to temple. So after doing that, we're going to go in and do the slanted parting like I showed you guys previously. And what I like to do is I like to do those slanted parts to create a triangle all over this layer, and then after I'm done doing that, I go in and start braiding. Like I said, I like to compartmentalize things that I do. It really helps with my speed because it makes me work faster because I don't feel overwhelmed. When I see things that are sectioned off, I'm like, it's just easier, it's more organized. You work efficiently when you have things structured. So that's what I like to do. So taking some of that jam, once again, just applying that to the perimeter of the section I'll be working on, and creating my 3-strand braids, inserting it, and just gripping the hair, not pulling her hair, just gathering her hair to those 3 braids, separating her natural braids into 3 sections and distributing those 3 sections into the 3-strand additional hair that I'll be adding to her hair. Now I always like to, like I said, hide her natural hair behind the braiding hair just to give it that illusion of that one consistent color. Even though her natural hair is not necessarily black, it just helps the overall finish of the hair. I know I've seen a lot of tutorials of people using rubber bands, elastic bands, whatever. I strongly urge you guys not to do that because 1, it's unprofessional. 2, it breaks your hair off. So you do not want to add that to your client's hair because they're not going to be able to wear that hairstyle for a long period of time, because if you have that elastic band in your hair and your hair is growing, it's gonna get all tangled up within in your hair, and then whenever you try to take it out, it's just going to be a huge mess. So try not to do that. Just practice with products and then eventually you get the hang of it. It's all about consistency, I promise you guys. I will not lie to you. The more you do it, the stronger your hand is going to get, and that's just what I'm going to tell you. So just practice. Anyway, so for the top layer, I like to section it off into 3. So one section here, and then another one in the middle, and then another one in the left. So this is the section I'm going to be working with, and then I'm going to do the slanted parting like I did previously, and we're just going to have 4 different braids on the front. Like this section is going to have 4, the middle section is also going to have another 4, and then the left section is going to have another 4. So I'm just parting the top into like horizontal, vertical lines. The top sections are just going to be parted straight down, just so that when she wears the hair, it falls a certain way and she has that side part. So just gonna section the top, into 3 different sections, and that's what I did. I didn't show you guys necessarily, but you get the gist. But yeah, so once again, just apply your jam, girl, and get that braiding. And if you want, you can use baby hair products to secure her edges before you add the braids in, because her hair wasn't really long in the front, so I just took like my argan oil extra hold. I just applied a little bit and just slicked down the hair down on the side a little bit. So okay, so at this point you should be getting excited because you're just about being done, and you're probably hungry at this point and your legs probably hurt, but that's okay because you're almost done. So just take a pair of scissors and cut off any stray hair. You can cut off as much as you can. Be careful not to cut off her hair, but in this case her hair is not showing at all because guess what, we tucked correctly, so you're Gucci. Anyways, just take hot water and dip her hair into it. Don't forget to cover your clients and cover yourself if possible. And I always have a spare towel in my shoulders that I use to wipe off the excess water when I'm done. And yeah, just be very, very careful. If you're not comfortable with this section, like I always say, get somebody to help you, or figure it out. But do not do this if you're not comfortable. If you're not confident, do not do it, because you don't want to hurt somebody and get in trouble. So be very, 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 very careful, or work with water that's not too hot. But still, just don't do it at all. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be taking my edge control. This is my argan oil extra hold. Link will be in the description. I think it's gonna be my new favorite. I used it once and I forgot the name of it, and I found it recently and I was super excited. This works for all hair texture, and I can swear by this, I promise. I know I show you guys a lot of edge controls, but this one actually really works. Anyways, just taking my mousse. This is my what do you call this? It's to set hair, wrapping hair, whatever. So just add your mousse. I mixed both of those mousse setting foam. I mixed it together, and once again, they will also be in the description. And I took a little wrap and I secured her edges because I really wanted them to last. So I just took a little wrap and tied it down a little bit, and then I went in with some do-rag. I know you guys so ghetto, but it's okay, it gets the job done. So just taking a little bit of that, just tied her hair. This is a silk-based scarf, so it's gonna really help with that extra flyaways. So I sit her under the dryer for like 5-7 minutes on really hot, and what it's just gonna do is just help me lay down those baby hairs, help me lay down those flyaways that I couldn't get with scissors. And then I take her out of the dryer, and yeah, we experience the greatness that is no flyaways. down, this is what your braids should look like. Very beautiful, very neat. And yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I really love doing box braids tutorial. I feel like they're so therapeutic, and I just love looking at I really love looking at braids. Is that weird? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what else you want to see. I'm thinking of doing a rope twist tutorial for you guys next, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and make sure your notification button is on, because I want to see you guys more in the comment section. You guys, like, seriously, we need to get it popping. Let's talk more, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a merry day and God bless.